But it's like, but that, to me, like, no.
Fats. So avocado, maybe you put a little frizzled onion on there, or you know, I love a nice, really soft tofu with like I like uncooked, really super soft tofu on rice, and then you put on top of it a sauce that has, you know, chili crisp and black vinegar. Maybe you chop up some green onion and you have that on top, pour it on top of the tofu cubed, and it's so good.
I have to confess, I don't know, and I've never made. I don't know what it is, and I've never made it. What is chili crisp? Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I don't know what the official answer is. I just think it's like a chili sauce that has
Right.
a crispy feel to it, but it's just like kind of something you can slather onto anything if you're into like a lot of flavor and spice and texture.
Okay, so now I don't feel that bad that I didn't
Yeah,
know what
my
it was.
answer was pretty vague.
Yeah, it was. Somebody wants to know what your favorite dessert is to make.
To make. I'm
Or
really
to eat.
into
You can do
those.
both.
Well, I'm really into those brownies that I was telling you about. What are they called? I always want to say Laurel Canyon brownies.
Yeah, Laura, it's somebody's name, I think you said, right?
No, what is it? It's that very like that bakery. Oh man, I can't remember, but it has nut butter
Mm.
and I think it does have egg, but it's like it doesn't have flour. It has a date or two, and it's very like, but then it comes together tasting like the most amazing brownies you've ever had, and it doesn't have flour and it doesn't have white sugar.
Oh, I made a
People-
brownie. There was a brownie recipe I made that had tahini in the brownies. What would you think of that?
Well, I'm really into this chocolate chip cookie dough I have that has tahini in it. It gives it like a certain like depth and richness.
Yeah, I just made,
So,
behind my head here, I made granola that has tahini in
I
it.
like how you had it at the ready.
Well, because I felt very like hip to put it in a jar,
Yeah, it looks
and
nice.
it's like I felt I wanted to show that off to you.
Yeah, you're definitely like your presentation skills are internet ready.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. We have more questions, like official questions. I'm going to swipe through them so I can't see you. Okay, here's good. This is not food, but any book recommendations?
Well, I mean, I haven't read a book in so long, but I loved that Wind Up Bird
Ah,
Chronicles, Haruki Murakami.
yeah.
I remember really loving. Maybe I should reread it. I have all these books that I got that I intended to read, and I just haven't really. As soon as my child goes to sleep, I'm just like have absolutely nothing.
I got my friend who has the twins. I got her like 4 books for Christmas,
Yeah.
and she like laughed in my face.
It's like a
She was like
joke. It's like
cracking
a
up.
prank.
Yeah, she's like, I'm never gonna read these, and I was like, oh, okay. So
She
glad I got
should
these
have
for you.
burned them in your face.
Yeah. But yeah, the Wind Up Bird Chronicle is like I read Kafka on the Shore, which I really liked, which was another
That
one of his
sounds
books.
important.
It's the same author.
No. You know what? I tried a bunch of his other books and they were like less accessible for me, you know?
Uh-huh.
But the Wind Up Bird Chronicle, I just really loved, like, for some reason, always his descriptions of like these single man meals, like
Hmm.
cold beer and a rice and this and that. It was just very like, but then it had that like intrigue and mystery to it too.
Do you cook a lot of or eat a lot of Japanese food?
Well, I want to get more into it. Like know how to make dashi or like,
Hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot that we made sushi and then everyone was insulting it to the high heavens.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I had to like my son like basically at every mealtime starts wiling out, and so like it's hard for me to always take pictures and things. Anyway, so I took like a rushed picture, and then everyone's just like disgusting, like whatever. And so I was just like, but what am I doing? Like, why am I like, look, daddy, look what I made? Like the internet's your dad, and you're like, love me. It's like whatever. Who cares? Who cares if anyone thought it looked good? It was pretty tasty.
Well, that's, yeah, well, you
Yeah.
sound like my therapist right now. I mean, that's sort of,
Yeah.
but I'm surprised, like, so do you read the comments on all the things you post, like the recipes and stuff, or the food and things?
I mean, it's not like always consistent, but in quarantine, like I definitely have more engagement with all these things than not, because like basically, yeah, it's kind of the kind of thing you can fit in odd little spaces in your day without having to go too deep, which like a book, it's like you kind of have to get settled and get into it, and it's like just harder to do that when you're cooking and cleaning at all times and then need to sleep.
Somebody asked, how did you ease into veganism without like missing the things that you love?
Well, one thing that I think is just ease into it by just stopping meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just stop meat and cheese and still eat, you can still eat fish and eggs, but try
Okay.
stopping everything else. And then do it like 1 day a week or 3 days a week, and then try to do it during the week, you know.
What about protein? Like that's a big thing. Like my husband's all into like protein. Like if I like serve dinner, he's like, "Where's the protein?" And it's like,
I know. That's
make
my
him,
husband too. What the
yeah.
fuck?
I know. So what do you like? How do you find sources of protein as a vegan?
Well, I mean, vegans are always like, "Ugh, my battery's going low."
Oh no.
Um,
Okay, let
I
me know
think
if you need
that
to. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to run and get a charger, I think. But
Okay.
I think that their nuts obviously are a source of protein,
Mm-hmm.
and tofu, um, tempeh. I like, you know, like
Okay.
smoky tempeh is a great vegan protein, and beans and rice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that it? I don't know.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh, you're standing up. This is exciting.
Wait,
Whoa.
no, I can't have this tour. I have to go get my charger. Okay.
Okay. I mean, we can keep talking. While,
Yeah.
Are you walking like with your hand over? Okay.
Yeah.
This is very exciting. Your house is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. It has one long lifeline in it.
Yeah. Did you design that yourself, or just kidding? Let's see. I'm going to look at
No.
the questions people are asking. You're getting a lot of like just like fan questions, but not a lot of. Oh,
Food.
okay. Food. Oh, here's just a couple food. How do you make better French press? Do you make French press?
I don't really do a ton of French press because you know, I just feel like it's always so fucking dark. But maybe that's a reason to start doing it now.
It seems kind of intense. Like you would be.
It's just intense. It's gritty and
Yeah.
dark. But
Okay.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
I like Turkish coffee, you know, like, and I like Thai coffee, so maybe I should.
Here's a good question. What is your favorite spice?
Well, right now I'm very excited about, I don't know how you say it, garam masala.
Oh yeah, I saw that you made that. Was that the butter chicken that you made with it?
Yes, and it's just like I discovered it in my spice rack and I smelled it and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to cook with this.
It's so good. It has a lot of stuff. You can make your own, actually. I think there's the recipe for it and one of the
Yeah.
books I have. Okay, you're getting a lot of food questions. Oh my god.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so how do you make non-dairy milk creamier, like for pasta and stuff?
How do you make non-dairy milk creamier for
I
pasta?
don't know. Maybe let's skip that one. Sorry. I mean, unless you have an answer.
Well, I know that like you can do a pasta sauce with avocado and basil.
Okay.
Like you puree the avocado with like garlic and basil, and there's recipes for that kind of a creamy vegan sauce. It's really good.
What are your favorite cookbooks?
I love The Joy of Cooking.
Okay.
I think it's just such a good, like, general starting point of cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I think that's true. I mean, for me, like my version of The Joy of Cooking was Ina Garten's first book. Was like the Barefoot Contessa, like the very first Barefoot Contessa book. Just had like basics, like roast chicken.
I don't have that.
I think I have it behind me. It's I mean, mine's like really faded, but it's you know, the Barefoot Contessa. But it's like literally like her very first book before she was famous, and it just has like standard things in it that I don't know taught me how to cook, like hummus. Hummus.
Yeah.
You're not that impressed. You're not gonna.
No,
you're not...
well, I just don't know if it looks that thick. I mean, Joy of Cooking is like
no,
that thick.
No, it's not the Joy of Cooking.
Yeah.
No, it's true. I mean,
It
Joy
seems
of
like
Cooking,
a different kind of book.